Yo, what's going down, commanders? I want to try to make a video or put it together so you understand what's going on with the shadow ops that's coming up in the next couple of weeks, which is has been very confusing for a lot of players. And what I mean by that is we're in the 8th week of the War Barge shadow ops run. On the 25th will be the 9th week of the shadow. This will be the last week of being able to get the War Barge parts. And that will run till it's either the 30th or the 1st. It's either the day before the event or the day of the event that the last bases will spawn. It'll be the last day that you can get the parts for the War Barge. And then what happens after that is the event runs till the Wednesday. And then the following Friday, that'll be the 9th, we will get a War Barge prototype tech come out. And you'll be able to earn it's either 3 or 4 parts over 3 or 4 weeks. I can't remember how they do it now. But it's 3 or 4 parts, and it's over 3 or 4 weeks where you get a part or 2 parts a week that you have to get it's a prototype tech. You cannot earn any War Barge parts from the 30th or the 1st of the next week or so. The 9th will be the War Barge prototype tech. It should be the War Barge prototype tech. What I mean by that is basically it's the same as what we got, which a lot of people missed out on. It's the prototype tech for the Proteus, which is the move and shoot ability. That's the prototype tech for that one. There's also a prototype tech for the Asmodeus that a lot of people missed out on, which is the 50 more range and 100% movement speed and acceleration and minus 20% reload speed. These have only been able to be earned out of shadow ops. They've never been put back into the game. There's also one for the fighter company, which is actually 2 techs, which is a very, very big tech that if you've missed it, you've kind of screwed yourself, which is the prototype plating, which adds the scatter shot and the 25% movement speed. But this one's probably more important, which is the immunity to turbulence. So basically, if you didn't do the shadow ops after the final run, the 9th week of the actual unit that you got the unit from, whatever unit it is, the Proteus, the Asmodeus, or the fighter company. If you didn't do that run and get the tech, you screwed yourself out of it. So this is why I'm trying to make this video, and I'm trying to make it as less confusing as possible. And I've done this video about 6 times because I've confused myself. But basically what you want to do is you want to make sure you get all your parts, and that runs up till either the 30th or the 1st. I'm going to reiterate this because I just want to drum it through into my head as well as your head. So the 31st or the 1st is the last time you can actually go out and get the shadow ops parts for the War Barge until about 5 months' time, when the actual War Barge will be put into the event store. But the thing that you do not want to miss out on is on the 9th, we should get a shadow ops run of 3 or 4 weeks where you can earn 3 or 4 parts for the tech. It'll be a prototype tech, if kixeye keep in line with what they've done in the previous shadow ops. So do not miss out on the tech. Generally, as a rule, these prototype techs are very, very good, and they sort of do make a big difference to the unit. You can see what they did to the Asmodeus. Even the Proteus move and shoot made it fucking really good unit. And the fighter company with the immunity to turbulence. That is something you want to keep an eye out for, guys. Don't miss out on it, please. I'm trying to make it as less confusing as possible, but it's still kind of confusing, if you know what I mean. So let me read it out again. So the 25th is the last week of the shadow ops. It's a short week as well. You only get up to the 30th or the 1st before the shadow ops bases will be removed from the map. And if you let your timer run out, you won't be able to get the parts. So don't start the timer for to hit the shadow ops until you're ready to go out and finish off that shadow ops and get all the parts you need. Then from the 1st to the 7th is the event. And then the following Friday after the event, the Wednesday, on the 9th, it should be the prototype tech. Please don't forget to get these, guys, because so many people miss out on this. It's unbelievable. And, you know, you've missed out. If you miss out on these techs, I haven't seen these techs being placed into the game again. None of the shadow ops techs have been placed into the game after the initial shadow ops, the 3-week or 4-week run that you can get the tech on. So don't miss them, please, guys. Other than that, I think I've made it short and sweet. I haven't dragged it on too long. No. Anyway, take care all. Hopefully this helps a few people out. Hopefully you understand what I'm trying to say. I'm confusing myself with this. I've made this video about 7 times now, and I've just really confused myself, but hopefully I've got it right this time. Anyway guys, see you later.